Hello everyone, welcome back. In the previous video, we learned about Python type hints, and before we move deeper into FastAPI, there's another very important Python concept we need to understand, and that is Python decorators. I'm going to first create one Python file here. I will write here, let's say function underscore decorators.py. I will be using this file to write Python decorator functions. In Python, functions are objects. Let's start with something very simple. I'll create a very basic function here, and the function name is defined. Let's say hello, and this function will simply print hello. Now if I run this file, I have to call this function, say hello. It takes no parameter. Now I will run this. You see I got the output here, hello. Now here's something important. In Python, functions are objects. That means we can store them inside variables just like any other value. Let me show you. I'll make a variable, let's say greet, and then I can save or I can store this function, say hello, in this greet variable. Now greet is pointing to the same function, that is this say hello. If I call greet, I should get hello. Let me print this. You see I'm getting hello when I'm calling this greet. This is the first key idea. Functions can be treated like normal objects. You can assign it to any variable. Now passing a function into another function, we will see, because functions are objects, we can also pass them as arguments. Now let's create another function to show you with an example what I mean by that. I'll create a new function, define, and the function name is going to be run function. This function takes a parameter, and that parameter is going to be any function. We can pass this say hello that we defined above. This function we can pass here. So this will take any function, and then this run function will print, let's say about to run function, and then so this line, this print statement will come from run function, and once it has printed this line, we will call this function, whatever function we are passing. So I will call that function here. Now let me execute, or let me first call this function, run function. Now you guess what the output would be like. So inside this we also have to pass the another function. I am going to pass this say hello. Say hello, this is the another function. Now what do you think what we will get? Now when we will run this function, first this will print the statement about to run function, and then it will call the function that we have passed, that is say hello. And what say hello returns us, it's just print hello. That means we will see two lines. One line will be about to run function, and the second one will be hello. Let me call this here. Here in the output you can see about to run function, and then you see hello. So now we have learned two important things. Functions can be stored in variables, and functions can be passed into other functions as an argument, and decorators are built on these two ideas only. Now if you have understood this idea, then decorators are very easy for you. Let's create our first decorator. A decorator is simply a function that receives another function, what we have already seen here, and it will return a modified version of it. Let me create one decorator function now. I will write here define my decorator, and this will take argument as any function. Now inside this we will define a wrapper, and I'll explain you what a wrapper is. So we will define a wrapper, and this wrapper will print, let's say, before the function, and then we will call the func or the func, any function that we will be passing here as an argument, and then we will print one more print statement, and this, let's say, after the function, then I will return wrapper, return wrapper. Now let's create another function to call this my decorator. And to call this as a decorator, you have to use the symbol @my decorator and then define another function. Let's say the function name is welcome, and this function just print, let's say, welcome to stats wire. Now I'll just write one print here. Now let's call this welcome, and before I call it, I'll tell you how it will work. Since this is using decorator, my decorator, so when we call this, it will call this wrapper function. It will first print this statement before the function, then the function, and the function here is welcome. So it will print welcome to stats wire, and then it will print after the function. There will be 3 lines that will be printed. Now let's see that. I will just clear this and call this. Okay, I have to first save this. Let me clear this again. And then here you will see before the function, welcome to stats wire, and then after the function. This is how the decorator works. Now there is one problem with the function argument. Our current decorator works because the function has no arguments here. We are not passing any argument. But if we pass an argument, this decorator will not work. So there is another way when we are passing an argument to the function, how to call the decorator. For that, I will define one new function, define add. This will take 2 parameters, a and b, and then this will return, let's say, a plus b. Now if we decorate this using our old wrapper, that means this my decorator, this will fail because it is not taking any parameters here. It is just taking a function, not parameters. So we will be using args and kwargs. Let's improve our decorator. What I will do, I will just copy this from here, save some time, and then I will paste it here. Okay, and now we are going to modify it, and I will rename this as smart decorator. This will take argument as a function. Inside this we are calling this wrapper function, and now this wrapper function will take the arguments, that is args and kwargs. Then this will be same before the function. Now here we will store the result in a variable result, and then function will take this args and kwargs, and this one is fine. And now here we will also return first result and then the wrapper function. Now the wrapper accepts args and kwargs. This means accept any positional argument and any keyword argument and simply pass them to the original function. Now let's use it. So here we have this add, and yeah, this I will cut it from here, and then I will paste it here, and then I will call this smart decorator. I will write the symbols @ and then smart decorator. Now this time we will get before the function, then the result of a plus b, and then the next statement will be after the function. Let's call this, scroll down, and I will call this add function, and let's say I will add two number 5 and 5. The result will be 10. And here also I will write one print statement to identify add decorator. Run this before the function, after the function, and then it has not printed this two numbers. Check print. Let me execute this code again. Yeah, now here you can see We have this output 10, 5 plus 5 is 10, and it works perfectly. This is how decorators handle flexible function. And there is also a type hinting in a decorator. For that we need to import callable. I'll just show you the syntax here, but we will see more about it in the next videos. So from typing import callable, then you can also import any. And here callable means this should be a function, and any means any type is allowed here. Let's say I will write here define a new function, define typed underscore decorator, and then it will take the argument func, and func is going to be callable, that is has to be a function only. And then you can, or I can just pass the data type can be, let's say, any, and then it will return something. So for now I will not go deep dive into this callable. We will be seeing this in the next video, but you can also use this callable from typing module for this decorator purpose. So that's all for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like my video, you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.